Hi, so ngayon papunta tayo sa different places here in the Philippines which has a significant historical events. Kaya tara, samahan nyo. Here we are at the Tejeros Convention. So, this place, this is located at General Trias po pala, if for reference lang po. And here, this is the first place, or this is where Emilio Aguinaldo first elected as the President of Revolutionary Government of the Philippines. That was held on 1897. Let's take a tour. In this part, you can see the portrait of Josephine Bracken. The Tejeros Convention, held on March 22, 1897, here in General Trias, Cavite, was where the assembly of leaders from the revolutionary movement was convened to resolve internal disputes and to establish a unified leadership in the struggle against Spanish colonial rule. The events of the Tejeros Convention had profound implications for the Philippine Revolution and the future of our nation. The Philippine Revolution forces were divided into functions, the Magdalo and the Magdiwang functions. This is led by Emilio Aguinaldo and Andres Bonifacio. In 1896, by the Katipunan, they sought to end over 3 centuries of Spanish domination. These functions had conflicting strategies and priorities, which threatened the unity and effectiveness of the revolutionary movement. The Tejeros Convention was called to address these issues and to establish a centralized revolutionary government. Here, in the Tejeros Convention, the election of officers for the revolutionary government happened, aimed at electing a president, vice president, and other key officials. Emilio Aguinaldo, who was not present at the convention as he was engaged in battle, was elected as a president. Andres Bonifacio, the leader of Katipunan and the supreme president, was elected as a director of the interior. However, his election was contested by Daniel Terona, who argued that Bonifacio was unqualified for the position due to his lack of formal education. Due to these events, it resulted in a big conflict, and the relationship heated as Bonifacio, feeling insulted and disrespected, declared the proceeding null and void. This act further deepened the rift between the factions and ultimately led to Bonifacio's arrest and trial by Aguinaldo forces. The Tejeros Convention was a turning point in the Philippine Revolution. It highlighted the deep divisions within the revolutionary movement, but also paved the way for the establishment of a more structured and unified government under Emilio Aguinaldo's leadership. Now that we are done the touring of Tejeros Convention, let's move on to another place. Next up, Our Lady of Candelaria Parish Church. Our Lady of Candelaria Parish Church was built on 1640 and is considered as one of the oldest church here in the Philippines. Our Lady of Candelaria Parish Church, also known as Silang Church, is a Roman Catholic parish church located in the municipality of Silang, Cavite, here in the Philippines. It is under the Diocese of Imus and is dedicated to Our Lady of Candelaria, also known as Our Lady of Candles. It was established in 1595 by the Franciscans, who initially built a small chapel made of light materials. The current stone church was constructed between 1637 and 1639 under the supervision of Juan de Salazar. It was dedicated to the Nuestra Señora de Candelaria in 1640. This church has a Spanish colonial architectural style and Rococo-influenced retablos, also known as altarpieces. In 2017, the church was declared a National Cultural Treasure by the National Museum of the Philippines. The church is a focal point for religious traditions and annual celebrations, such as the Sumilang Festa, which commemorates the church's heritage and cultural importance. The Our Lady of Candelaria Parish Church is not only a place of worship, but also the testament to the rich historical and cultural heritage of the Silang and the Philippines. It stands as a symbol of faith, resilience, and the enduring spirit of the Filipino people. Next up, Bawak Church. The Bawak Church here in Marinduque has a significant historical landmark where they declared their independence from Spanish rule on April 28, 1898. The Immaculate Concepcion Cathedral Parish, commonly known as Bawak Cathedral, is a Roman Catholic church located in the town center of Bawak, Marinduque. It was established in 1580. The church was founded by Franciscan missionaries with the first cross planted on Marinduque Island in 1579. The current structure was constructed in 1792, serving as a place of worship and refuge during pirate attacks. In 2018, the National Museum of the Philippines declared the Boa Cathedral an important cultural property. The church is known for its fortress-like walls, which were built to protect the townspeople from pirates' attack. The structural design of this church is a Spanish colonial architecture with a fusion of Filipino-Hispanic Gothic elements. Every December 8, they celebrate its parish festival, coinciding with the Feast of the Immaculate Conception. The Boa Cathedral is considered the greatest monument of faith and history in Marinduque. And did you know that here in Boa Church, the Philippine Revolutionary flag was blessed in 1899? Next up, the Santa Cruz Church. The Santa Cruz Church, also known as the Holy Cross Parish, is located in Santa Cruz, Marinduque. It is one of the oldest churches in the province and was built in 1760. It is the oldest standing structure in the province, even older than the Boa Church, which is built in 1792. This was established in 1609. The church was founded during the early Spanish era in the Philippines. During the times of piracy, a deep moat was constructed around the church for added protection. Santa Cruz Church serves as a place of worship and refuge for the community during calamities. This adventure was real fun, and I hope you were entertained and learned something new. This is Cyril, goodbye and thank you.